Hey everyone, welcome back to the Pokemon Casino. Thanks for joining in on another episode of Price Check. So today we're going to be looking over another Japanese set, Fusion Arts. So this is the one with Mew on the cover and Genesect, or Fusion Strike in English. I guess is the closest comparable to this one. So before we jump into this, remember if you're liking this series, if you're liking this type of information, if you could click that like button, click that subscribe, even more importantly, and let us run through sort of the data points and see how single cards from this set are trading. And so, one of the reasons why I wanted to go over this set is the Pokemon Center Japan recently restocked these. So these don't happen all the time, but as you can see, they're selling them for 4,950 yen, and they sold out. They were on their website for a pretty long time, actually. But then afterwards, they were, I guess people realized it, they sold out. And 4,950 yen is about $36 right now, US dollars. So this one sold out. They restocked it a bit more. I managed to grab a one box. They have a limit of one box, and then they sold out again. So I'm not sure if they'll ever have restocks of this again or in the near future. But there we are. So $36 US for it. And if we're looking on eBay on recent transactions, it's been going anywhere from around $60 to like 80. So a bit of a $20 spread in between that. I think market price is around 60 to 70 if you're looking to pick up one of these boxes. So what does this set have in it? How are the cards trading? It's almost double MSRP. Let's dig into it then, right, guys? So, as you can see here, I think it's a no-brainer in terms of what is the best-selling card from this set. It's the Mew VMAX Hyper Rare Special Arts, or Alt Art as we call it in English. And as of late, it's been trading for like $290. That's how much you can pick it up for basically in Japan for around this price. So it's definitely on the costly side of cards. But of course, it's because it's a special art. And it's an absolutely great looking special art. And one that actually was the meta deck for a while. So if you're playing the actual TCG and not just collecting, this was a deck, the Mew, the Genesect deck, that was pretty powerful and dominant for quite some time. So you could see why there was a big demand for these cards, the VMAX ones. Also, it's sort of new in London. As you can see, sort of there's the double decker bus, there's the London phone booths. A fantastic piece of artwork over there. So a lot of collectors wanted it. So understandably, why it's so expensive, $290. I do think this one is probably going to stay at this price in the near term. Uh, it's sort of not the meta deck anymore. I do believe that ones like Palkia deck, etc., as we saw some worlds right now, is sort of the dominant party right now, or the dominant deck that they're having. So 290, I think it's pretty fairly priced, especially when we look at other special arts. Yeah, this is one that collectors would want to keep a floor on, but I don't think there'd be much more demand as of this moment. Maybe there'll be more when it sort of time passes and less product gets opened. But for now, in a second most pricely card in this deck, you can guess it again. It's another special art. This time it's Mew. This one trading at a pretty significant discount compared to the number one card, the Mew VMAX. Both were needed in the meta deck, but I guess it just wasn't as sought after. But I do think that this one trading at right now $57. I think this is going to go up. Like it's a special art. It's Mew. It's under 100. So I don't know if it's that easy to pull, to be honest. I would definitely love to have this one part of my deck, and I'd probably buy it out of full transparency if I have like sort of $60 lying around to pick this one up. So I think that one's a great pickup right now, especially if you compare it to the price difference of compared to the new V Max. And on the third and fourth, actually, it's a bit surprising to me, but also I guess I can understand where or why this is the case. The third and fourth are energy cards, the ultra rares, the gold ones of the leaf and of the fire. They're going for $44 a piece right now. I do think this is going to be a sort of stabilized price. Anyone wanting this as part of their deck or collection has probably picked one up. Um, just like as a flex to have these in their deck, or if people want it as a collection for energy cards, probably pick this up as well. So I do think that these ones are stable at 44. Pretty crazy price for energy, but also great looking energy cards at the same time. I don't think there's many Leaf or Grass or Fire Energy deck meta decks right now. So if there are in the future, that'd probably change it where people might want more of these energy cards as part of that. But for now, yep, 3 and 4. And to round up the top sort of 5 and 6, I think it's what we saw before. Alessa's Radiance. It's sort of a quote unquote waifu card as well, female trainer, but not too expensive. This one actually, $43 on this one, and I think this was a pricey sort of trainer card because it was used in the Mew deck. It was something like you could choose 2 fusion strike Pokemon to put it onto your deck or something like that, into your hand. So I think that's why. But as the Mew and Genesect deck sort of moves out of the meta, I do think this is going to sort of decrease in price. It's not one of the most appealing female waifu trainers. So I do predict this one's going to go down. Again, my price predictions have nothing to back it, but just my own gut. So take it for what you will. But I thought it'd just be fun to sort of share some of my thoughts on that to the Pokemon community and to you watching this right now. Coming number 6, Mew VMAX Hyper Rare. This is the rainbow card variant of Mew VMAX. Not bad in price actually for a Mew card, especially VMAX, $31. So a pretty big difference as compared to the alternate arts or the special art card. $31. I think this is a pretty nice one to have. There's a lot of Mew fans out there. I think it's going to be pretty stable, even though it's moving out of the meta. Just because $31 for a rainbow hyper rare doesn't seem too bad for me at this time. So a fair pickup, I think, for Mew fans out there. And obviously the Mew VMAX, just the regular one, it's probably one that most people will use for their decks going forward. But as I said, less demand for that deck going forward. Number 7, we got a stadium card in here. We got Training Court. It's going for $30. I think it's going to be stable right now. People that wanted their decks probably just sort of constant right now. And so you're wondering, what does a stadium card do? So once during each player's turn, that player may put a basic energy card from their discard pile into their hand. So a good energy recycler. I could see it being part of sort of the or decks uses every now and then, depending on what the deck is. So I do think there's going to be a stable price for those. It won't go up too much. It won't go down too much. I don't think people would really invest too much in stadium cards if it's that expensive when you can just pick up the regular like commons or uncommons of these ones. At number 8, a great looking card. It's another special art, Genesect V, also part of the meta of the Mew and Genesect. $27 for a special art. That's Genesect breakdancing. Yes, please. I think this card is going to go up in price just because it's a special art. When people obviously not using it part of the meta deck anymore, people just want to have it in their collection because it's such a fun one to have, right? And it's not too expensive at $27. So all the power to people that want this one. Yeah, you can pick it up. I think in the short to medium term, it might go up as people gravitate towards that and realize probably there's new sets coming out. Fusion Strike or Fusion Arts may not be as constantly reprinted as just the most recent reprint, but who knows? I don't think it'll be reprinted as much just because Mew moves out of the meta. They probably want to focus on some other ones with higher demand that will sell out faster. My guess, if I was doing the business strategy for the Pokemon company. And then 9 and 10, 2 ultra rare cards, 2 gold cards. Power Tablet at number 9 for $26. And that's the same price as the FLAFFY ultra rare too. The Power Tablet was part of the use in the meta deck for Mew again because you can use it on Fusion Strike Pokemon. During your turn, Fusion Strike Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage. And so this was very useful for a Mew when you had, or when you were attacking, you wanted to add a little more damage to those strikes. So this was part of it. But obviously, I do think it's going to go down as one, the meta sort of moves away from Mew, and then 2, people probably don't need a gold card as a flex in their decks as well. They could just use commons or uncommons if they really need to. So my prediction is that this was going to go down in the future, this item card. And then FLAFFY ultra rare, there was a use with the Rayquaza or Lightning decks. I don't think those ones are really competitive right now. So I think people just want this as part of the collection. Obviously, FLAFFY, it's a sort of a, I think this is the shiny, right? This is a shiny FLAFFY. It's pink in color, matches Mew as well. So beautiful sort of color combinations in this deck. Great for it to be part of this Fusion Arts deck. This one's going for 26. I think it'll be stable. And we got 10 more cards to go that we'll sort of run through quicker. Number 11, Mew V Secret Rare. at $21. This full art, I think it looks fantastic. It's sort of what I based my background on for this set and the thumbnail on. I really like this one. This for $21, I do think it's stable and one that's affordable to pick up. But before I pick this one up, I'll probably want to pick up this number 12 one of Greedent V Special Arts, the secret rare. It's just Greedent V, just gobbling away with a little bunch of other small Greedents as well, towing him along on like a tree, which is absolutely gorgeous and adorable. At $19, I think this one will go up again because it's a special art. So I would pick this up if you see it for cheaper, but that's obviously just my opinion. And number 13 and 14, we got two hyper rares over here. Alessa's Radiance at number 13. And just like I said, of the full art variants, I think the price will go down from the current $18. And then Chandelier at number 14. This doesn't have much use. It's just a hyper rare. It's $16. I think it's just going to stay constant just because it's around 16. It's not too expensive. It's not too cheap either. I think if you pull this one, that's probably you demand sort of that price for it just because of the rarity of the card being a hyper rare. And number 15 actually is a bit of a shocker for me. It's no secret card. It's none of those ones. It's actually a trainer card. It's Battle VIP Pass. You can search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck. At $15, this is a pretty pricey one. And this must be because it's part of the current meta decks, right? Which is why. So if you have this card, I would presume in Japanese or English, take it out of your bulk because this one's costing a pretty penny. I don't know if this was an error in terms of what people are charging for it, but yeah, that's pretty impressive. $15 for just this uncommon card. Like, that just doesn't seem real to me. Like, who's buying it for 15? But I put it in here. I'm not the one that puts the data together. Or actually, I summarize the data, but I'm not the one that puts prices on it. But that could be part of the meta, which is why it's so expensive right now. And at number 16, we got another full art, great looking one, Genesect. Genesect was just the 5-star raid Pokemon Go recently, actually. We got the full art variant over at $15. I think it's a stale price. Great looking card. I love all full arts, of course, as you know. So it'll be stable, I think, in the near term. So one that I'm not too much in a rush to buy. But if I definitely see it down below this price, it might be worth picking it up. And then at number 17 and 18, we got Dancer. We got the secret rare and we got the hyper rare. So $13 a piece for these ones. I think it's just because it's like a female. It's not like a named trainer. It's just like a random person, like a person overall in the TCG. So I would think that's why it doesn't command too much of a pricing impact. But I think it'll be stable over this time. But yeah, let's see what the last 2 ones are as part of this price check. And we got Greedent V at number 19 spot. The full art variant at $13. And then at number 20, you got Chili, Celan, and Cress going for $12. Not too bad. Just another trainer card. I don't think it's too useful. Greedent one either in the meta decks just to have too cute. I think these ones will be pretty stable for a while. I don't think they'll be going up or down. I don't think people will be really excited to get them. Probably try to sell them so you can get them for cheaper maybe. But yeah, so there it goes. That rounds up sort of this week's price check on Fusion Arts. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this data. And if you do, remember to follow me as I post more of these price checks over Japanese sets in the coming few weeks. And until the next video, I hope you have fantastic RNG. Bye-bye.